Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jamie Morden and welcome back again. If you haven't, please like and subscribe. Same old chestnut. I look after a few different types of clients, but one of the main questions I get is, Jamie, if I've got $1,000, what do I do with it? How do I invest it? Now, I look at it in a couple of different ways. If you've only got $1,000, I think investing it in a year into anything like Apple, whatever it is, if you make 20%, which sounds great, you're only really sitting on $1,200 at the end of the year, and that's not going to get you to your goal. You know, you're not going to be able to go sit on the beach and drink your margarita or go buy your favorite bottle of whiskey and drive off in your Lamborghini. What I would recommend is you take that $1,000 and you would use it as growth in you. Find something you love. For example, I spoke to a client and he was like, I want to set one up for one of my children. You know, she's just turning 18, but I don't want her to know the cost of money is so cheap or so expensive. So I said, what does she love? He goes, she loves photography. You know, it's a big thing in her life. I said, right, great. Give her $1,000, tell her to go away and buy a nice camera for $400 and then invest another $400 into classes. I mean, go online, just Google it. Go online, you'll find thousands of classes for photography. Invest in your growth. You know, once you've done that, you can then go out and you can photograph weddings, photograph sporting events and get paid for it. Once you start earning then another $1,000 every month, it becomes interesting. What do you do then? You know, suddenly you've got money coming in every single month and you start using, you know, that old term of compounded growth, you know, dollar cost averaging. We've gone over it 1,000 times and hopefully you all know what that means now. But it's so important, you know, once you've got $1,000 a month, you can put it into an ETF or into a investment savings plan, you know, one of these pension plans, a school education plan, whatever it is. It doesn't even matter. Go throw it under the bed again. As long as you start saving, you start investing into a monthly investment. I mean, even go onto eToro or Robinhood. You know, these platforms are cheap, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are losing a little bit of money. You keep on increasing it every single month until suddenly your 10,000 is 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, and you can go buy that Lambo. You know, that's sweet. I mean, what else could you do with it? You know, buying into index funds is a great way of investing money. Whether it be a lump sum, you know, someone wants to put in $100,000, $1 million, or someone wants to start off with a small amount, with the 500s and the thousands. You know, using something like the S&P 500. You know, I've been using this for donkey's years. The S&P 500 is fantastic. You know, you don't need to go investing into 50 different companies. They're all there under the S&P. Use it, use and abuse it. Stick, you know, 50% of what you've made or what you're investing into the S&P 500. Let it accumulate. You know, I've read a great stat that if Donald Trump had invested into the S&P 500 30 years ago, he'd be 5 times as rich now instead of what he's done with, you know, his golf courses and anything else that he's done. But we're not going into that. S&P 500, I love it. Look at those sort of investments. Look at something that's a little bit simpler. Look into your managed funds. Look at things like GAM Growth, Canaccord, or there's so many of them out there. What I will say is it's great fun when you start getting a little bit of money, you start investing yourself, you start Googling, you look at Tesla, which you know I love, and you think, right, I'm going to gamble a bit here, I'm going to put a bit in here and a bit in there, using platforms like eToro and Robinhood, as we spoke about. But, and this is where the big but comes in, you're not a professional. It's not what you do for a job. You don't go to a brain surgeon and start telling him like where to cut into my head. You know, speak to an advisor. You know, these people are there for a reason. Use them. It doesn't matter whether you actually use their services, but talk to them about things. It's so important nowadays that we all share our knowledge. And if I can help you out with pushing you in a direction that's nothing to do with me, I don't care, as long as we get to share stuff. You know, I had a guy come to me the other day and there was nothing I could do with him, but I've got knowledge from stuff that I've done in the past that I passed on to him. And he phoned me back a couple of days later. He said, Jamie, thank you for doing that for me. You it's really helped me out. And to me, that's worth more than money. You're helping society, you're helping each other. Guys, talk to each other. Use your friends, use your circle of friends, and find out what they're doing. If they're using someone to do their investments, talk to them about it. See if they can set you up with a meeting. And one of the most important things, talk to your family. Talk to your dad, talk to your mum. These people have done it for the last 50 years. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Whatever you think you've done, they've done it in the past, okay? Whether that is from smoking to investing to what it is, they've been there, they've done that. Thank you very much.